This is the review of the 2025 Honda Civic Hybrid Sport. The Honda Civic Hybrid has been reintroduced after almost 10 years, and I think it's better than ever. The Honda Civic's always done well in Consumer Reports testing. It always had lively handling, good fuel economy, even decent reliability, but a pleasant powertrain and comfortable ride haven't always been a strong suit. This Civic Hybrid is the most fuel-efficient Civic you can buy, and it's actually the most powerful other than the extreme Type R. Our car came with a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine and electric hybrid system mated to an eCVT transmission that produces 200 horsepower and gets an EPA rating of 49 miles per gallon combined. Whether you buy the regular gasoline Civic or the hybrid Civic, you can get them in both a sedan and a hatchback. The hatchback sometimes give you a little more versatility. We bought for our test program a 2025 Honda Civic Hybrid Sport. The final assembly point for this Civic was in Allison, Ontario, Canada. The base price for this car was $28,750. The only thing we added was a $455 paint option. That, plus the mandatory $1,095 destination fee, brought us to $30,300. As with many sedans, this Civic is low to the ground, meaning getting in and out is a little bit harder. There's a little bit of a sill here and you have to do some head ducking to get in. And once you're in, it's fine. But when you go to get out, you gotta make a deep squat to get up and out. Once you get inside, it's quite roomy. The driving position is well sorted. I'm about 6'2", and I have plenty of headroom above me. The only thing that hems in on is your right knee is the center console, and it's a hard plastic, so it's a little uncomfortable. The steering wheel has plenty of telescope and it is adjustable. I can see the full instrument cluster. The pedals are nicely sorted across, and it's a good driving position for most people. But the seat comfort is where we were let down a bit. Our testers felt that there was limited adjustability and lower back support. But everybody's different, and that's why it's important that you try out the seats before you buy the car. Upgrading to the Sport Touring Hybrid brings more comfortable, power-adjustable leather seats. Once you're inside, it's nothing too fancy, but it fits the class. We appreciate the little touches such as the leather-wrapped steering wheel, this honeycomb grate over the HVAC vents, and even the climate knobs have a nice distinct click and they feel quality in your hand. It has hard buttons and knobs for simple controls such as volume, your heated seat, temperature controls, simple things that should be easy to turn on and off. We especially like the hard buttons below the touchscreen that allow you to change menus without going into the screen. And one of my favorite things is this good old-fashioned gear selector. You don't see these that much anymore. As much as we love the simplicity of this infotainment system, we do wish it came with wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Unfortunately, you'll have to step up to the Sport Touring Hybrid to get that. You'll also get a larger 9-inch screen. It is pretty basic in here. You got some hard plastics, this little cubby, but it doesn't have wireless charging. The console is padded, but the padding is rather thin, along with the door rest. Much like getting in the front, getting in the rear is difficult as well. In fact, it's a little more difficult. The roofline cuts down and the sill is still really pretty wide, so you're doing a lot of head ducking going on your way in. It's actually roomier than you would think for a small car. Again, I'm about 6'2", and I have just enough room. You can open the trunk with a key fob or the button underneath here. The trunk opening is nice and large, but it's also a large area inside of there. It also has a 60-40 split rear seats so that you can fold that one or the other down or both, and you have a lot of extra room to haul stuff. When you think of hybrid cars, you often think of Toyota. They've been at it for a long time and they're really good at it. But what Honda's done here is actually brilliant. They use an eCVT transmission that mimics shifts of a regular transmission, so you don't get that flaring or that revving sensation that you get with some other CVTs. The 200 horsepower combined between the engine and the electric drive make this car so easy to drive, so livable, and enjoyable to drive. Handling is also a high point for the Civic. It has great steering feel, good feedback from the steering to let you know where the tires are doing, what kind of grip you have. There's very little body roll, and you'd never know that this thing has an extra 300 pounds over the regular Civic that doesn't have the hybrid system. It has very good steering, it's agile, it's even playful. Our testers felt like it was a lot of fun to drive. An area that Honda improved the Civic this time around was the ride comfort. While it's still firm, it's much more controlled and absorbent than it used to be. We also think that the hybrid rides a little better than the regular Civic due to the extra weight from the hybrid battery system. One thing we do wish Honda would improve on is the noise. This car is loud. There's a lot of tire and road noise at lower speeds, and at higher speeds there's quite a bit of wind noise. We really wish that Honda would invest in some sound deadening. We believe that a little bit of sound deadening would help tremendously. Even if it added some cost and some weight, we really believe that that would bring this package together nicely. We think it's awesome that the Civic comes with a whole slew of important safety systems. These safety systems include forward collision warning, automatic emergency braking with pedestrian and cyclist detection, automatic emergency braking that operates at highway speeds, blind spot warning, and rear cross traffic warning. With that said, we do think it's worth stepping up to the Sport Touring Hybrid to get those extra features such as the wireless charging pad, wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and we really think it would be worth every penny to get those powered leather seats. For more on our test results and information on other sedans, check out consumerreports.org.